Let's know more about the Lambda variant from Infectious Diseases Specialist Dr. Rontgene Solante. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Ria.
Doctor, so what do we know? What are the characteristics of the Lambda variant that makes it possibly more dangerous?
Based on the latest WHO classification of variants, this is considered as a variant of interest. So meaning it has some of the characteristics of the Delta or even the UK variant that it may cause higher risk of transmissibility. Although the data yet are still evolving, but we already considered it as something that may evolve later on, and hopefully it won't, just like your Delta or the B117 or the UK variant. And there is this potential also that it can affect efficacy of some vaccines or treatments related with antibodies.
So again, what do we know about this? Do we know if current vaccines offer some level of immunity from this Lambda variant?
Yes, as of this point, I think all of these vaccines are still considered effective in any of these variants of concern, particularly the variant of interest. And I think that's the reason why most countries are really increasing their uptake of the vaccination rollout to prevent additional or further mutations of this variant.
Well, Doctor, we've been talking about transmissibility of the new variants, but as far as the Lambda variant is concerned, could it possibly be more deadly as well?
There are no indications that this will be more deadly compared to the UK variant or the Delta variant, but the prints are telling us that it is really highly transmissible. And when you have a variant that is highly transmissible, then that will be responsible of surge of cases and hospitalization, and most likely for those vulnerable, that can also be higher risk of mortality.
That's right. I want to talk about the new IATF rule on interzonal travel. Are you in favor of further easing travel restrictions for fully vaccinated individuals, which means that they don't need to be tested, they just need to show their vaccination cards?
Yes, I fully agree with that, because as we have always emphasized the importance of vaccination or fully vaccinated individual. One is that even if you get the infection, your risk of getting the infection and become symptomatic is really low. And there are already good data to tell us that even if they are infected, they only have mild symptoms, and the risk of transmitting it is really very low compared to those who are not vaccinated.
All right, so that should make it easier for us to move around. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. As always, infectious diseases expert Dr. Rontgene Solante.